Right. So, okay, guys, we just have a few more classes to go. Today, we will move a little further on Unit 12. Okay. Um, Next class, we finish Unit 12, and then that's it. We just have review next week and the test. Okay, guys. So, of course, we will have 2 days of review. So, next week, Monday and Wednesday will be review. All right. And then after that, um, probably if we don't have any holidays, let's say next week we have October 11th and 13th. So, yes, no holidays. So, we'll have those 2 days to review. And then our test, October 18th. Okay. October 18th probably is our test. All right, people, the final test. And then the project, October 20th. All right. So save the date, but I'll check that. And then I will post that for you on the group. Okay. All right, people. So can you visualize our page on Google Classroom? Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. So let me just put it full screen so you can visualize better. So here it says that we should start today on page 143 because we have a little something to finish there. And we only did half the page last week. Okay, so we will go straight to that page. And probably the connection is not so good today because of the weather. As you know, here in Brazil, when the weather is not so good, the connection gets a little slow. So if you have any problems with connection, it's okay. Don't worry. You try to come back in if you crash. And if I crash, I'll do the same. All right. So let's try to go there. 143. Let's do it. Super welcome, everyone. Okay, guys. So let's go. Page 143. Let me share the, yes. Okay. So let me zoom in. And here. So guys, we have this very interesting characteristic in English that we call gerund. When we describe verbs that come after certain verbs and they suffer a kind of transformation because of that. Yes, just because they come after those verbs, they have to transform themselves. So they need to get what we call a suffix, ing. And this suffix is called by the name gerund. So this word rings a bell. Yeah, it sounds familiar because in Portuguese, we have a word like that. And then it mixes up a little bit because we tend to think of gerúndio in Portuguese. And gerúndio in Portuguese has a totally different meaning. Even though we use that to describe actions in progress, and we have to sing that in English as well, using verb to be plus the main verb and ing as a suffix. But that is not gerund in English. That is present participle. So when I'm talking about present continuous or gerúndio in Portuguese, we are talking about a construction or a structure that uses the verb to be in the present and the main verb in the present participle. All right. Here, our topic is not about the present participle. It's about gerund. And gerund in English has a different meaning. It means that the verb suffered a transformation because something before that verb appeared, and then it kind of obliged the verb to be different. Okay, and that difference is the suffix ing. Only that. Which verbs provoke this change? Who are the crazy guys, or who are the villains who provoke such a transformation on the verbs? Who are they? So let's see some of them. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, hi, Mateus. Good evening.
Hello.
Hey,
Good.
good to see you, dear. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, dear. We're here on page 143, okay? The first box, verbs with the ing form, okay? So I'm just showing them and now showing you the verbs that provoke a transformation in other verbs that come after them. So let's see some of these verbs. We use the ing form after verbs that express likes and dislikes. Some of them are enjoy, like, love, hate, can't stand, and don't mind, to name just a few, okay? Example, I hate making big decisions. I'm expressing my feelings, right? And this is something really strong. And I'm saying that I really don't like making big decisions. All right. Now, we also use this ing form, which is not really, I don't like this definition. I don't think it's the ing form, because the ing form is more related to the present participle when we are discussing the simple present, the present continuous. The ing form is something else. Here, I would say the ing suffix, okay? I think that fits better. So we also use the ing suffix after these common verbs. When I use verbs after these common verbs, finish, go, imagine, keep, mind, and stop. So when I use a verb after these verbs, then I should use the suffix ing. Okay? So here we have it. Why don't you stop worrying and make up your mind? Instead of putting here an infinitive form. Okay? We don't. We put a suffix that helps me match the verb I'm using here and the message I want to transmit. Okay, stop worrying. Okay, we do not use the ing form or the ing suffix after verbs that express plans and intentions. We use the to infinitive with these verbs. So some examples of verbs that usually, and I mean all the time, take a to infinitive after them. Example, agree, arrange, decide, hope, need, plan, promise, want, and would like. And here we have the example. I decided to start making quicker decisions. So after decided, we have infinitive. But then after start, we have a gerund. Okay. So to help us understand this better and to have more options, I made a list of verbs for you. But of course, there are more verbs than the ones I put on that list. So let me try to show you that. Let me go here. Yes, here there is one that I got from the internet, and here's the one I made. Let me try to show you that. Oh, right. Let me share. Okay, can you see that, guys? So these are some common verbs, okay? Followed by a gerund. So gerund here is the suffix, okay, guys? It's not the verb tense. So here we have the verb admit, beginning in an alphabetical order, but it's not so precise, okay? I tried to be, but anyway, I put some verbs, not all of them, okay, guys? Just some of them. So it adds up to only 33 verbs you have there. Example, admit. For example, she admitted stealing the money. Here, can't stand. She can't stand getting up at 5 in the morning. Consider, they're considering moving to England. Enjoy, the one that we have there in the book. She enjoys cooking for her family. So after these verbs, we need to transform the verb if we use a verb after them, right? And then this verb has to get the suffix ing. All right, people. And it happens to all these verbs here plus some others, right? Okie dokie. So back to our book. Let me share that. If you want to see more about it, you can always refer to page 170, which is the grammar reference. Okay, so let's do the first exercise, number 13. Write the correct form of the verb to complete the sentence. So let's see number 1. I don't mind to make a decision. So what do you think we should use after mind?
Waiting to make a decision.
Waiting.
Yeah, perfect. That verb takes a gerund. Okay, so I don't mind waiting. The verb has to be transformed. No way out. Okay. Number 2, I can't stop.
Thinking?
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about the marshmallow test. Right. So it's like something I can't avoid. Oh, right. Let's see who's coming. Hey, how nice. Hi, Joyce. Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome. So number 3, I promise.
To make?
Yes, great. This verb takes a to infinitive, right? Always. Number 4, I want.
To know.
Okay. Number 5, I just finished.
To listen.
No.
Listening.
Listening. I just finished listening to a great podcast. I love.
Learning.
Yes. Usually, guys, verbs of emotion like hate, love, like, they usually take a gerund after them when we are talking about things in general. Okay. So let's check the answers. Yay, everything correct. Okay. All right, now let's take a look at number 14. Complete the text with the correct form of the verb. It's very simple. As you can see, it's a paragraph. The topic is the truth about decisions. The best idea here is to read all the paragraph, ignoring the blanks, and then you do the activity. Okay, so let's try to read the paragraph together. Who would like to volunteer to read it out loud? I don't usually ask my students to do this, but maybe it would be nice to practice. Who would like to read? Would you like to read, Mateus?
I can do it. I can do it.
Okay.
Don't you want to do it, Giovanna, Amanda, Joyce? Because I read English a lot, but I can read it. It's okay.
Okay, it's okay. Go ahead. Thank you.
The truth about decisions. Up to 94. Up to 90% of our decisions are based on emotions. Just think about it. Most of us enjoy things
Uh-huh.
we don't really need, and we all have fears that don't make sense. For example, I can't stand to the garage because I think I'll see a spider. A friend of mine even stopped the elevator because he hates small places. Researcher Antonio Damasio found that people who couldn't feel emotions because of a brain injury also found it very difficult to make decisions rather than think our emotions keep in the way. We need to view them as an essential part of our decision making. Can you imagine it to do something without also yourself how you feel about it?
Oh, great. Thank you, Mateus. I love your accent. Yes,
Really?
yes, I do. It's really cute. You have a little British accent there. I like it. It's really cute.
Yeah,
Yes.
some words I say with more British accent, but yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
mixed because
I like it.
as I watch a lot of content in British English. So.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can feel it.
there are some words with "or," for example,
Yes.
are easier for me if I say with the British accent.
Uh-huh.
It's
And
kind of
it's
mixed.
yeah, it's really nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So now that we've read, let's try to complete with the verbs in the right form, but noticing that before the gap, we have some special verbs, right? That may ask for a transformation or not, right? So let's say the first one is quite easy. Let's see there. Most of us enjoy.
Bye.
Yes, of course. There you go. All right. Now, guys, I'd like you to do the other ones from number 2 to 6, and then we correct. It's so easy, but I'll give you 1 minute, okay, to do it. Then we correct. So you can get the feel of it. Okay, so go ahead.
Teacher, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm muted. Okay, thank you, CEO. Sorry. So let's correct people. Yes. Okay. So I think I saw a mistake here, maybe a typo from the book, because the first,
Yes.
yeah, it's a typo, because
Mhm.
the first verb that comes before the gap is can't stand. And
Good.
after can't stand, we don't use infinitive, right? So let's cross it out. Okay, this one is wrong. Okie dokie. All right. So what did you put there, guys?
Going.
Can't stand going. Okay. Going to the garage, right? Number 3, guys, what do you have?
Using.
Perfect.
Use.
Using. Yeah, we have to change the verb because we are using the verb stop before, okay? Even though it's in the past, but it doesn't matter, okay? This verb provokes the change, right? Number 4, keep.
To get.
Hello.
Getting.
Getting. Okay. So the verb keep provokes the change as well. Okay, guys. So after the verb keep, if I use a verb, I must use ing. Okay? Keep getting. Number 5.
Deciding.
Should see.
Uh-huh. Imagine deciding to do something without, okay? And number 6.
Asking.
Okay. Because here we have a preposition without. Without is a preposition. So without asking. Okay. So let's check the answers, people. Yeah, here it's a typo. Okay. I can't stand going to the garage because I think I'll see a spider. Okay, so here number 2 is not wrong. The book is wrong. Okay, guys, because after I can't stand, I use a gerund. All right, so that's a mistake from the book. All right. So then, guys, we have some suggestions here for us to practice that. Um, they pose a question like, how do your emotions influence the decisions you make? Think of one thing you really enjoy doing and one thing you can't stand doing. Explain your reasons. So, for example, I really enjoy photography, pictures, but I don't like being photographed. I like taking pictures and I like looking at pictures, but from professionals, not from, regular people. Yes, I like photography in general, but I like really good photography. So I like analyzing the quality of the photography and learning from it, trying to learn something from it. I wish I could, I don't know, study photography one day. I know it's very expensive, but yeah, maybe only in the next life. But I think it's beautiful when you see a good picture, right? From a very nice angle. It's art, right? So yeah, I really enjoy photography. Or let's put a verb there. I really enjoy looking at good pictures. Okay. Now, what about you guys? What do you enjoy doing? Nothing comes to mind.
I really enjoy cooking.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so good. I love cooking too. Yeah. Not everything, but yeah, some things I do. How nice. That's cool. So now let's go to the opposite. Tell us something you can't stand doing. Let me see. I can't stand um, writing writing on public transportation when it's too crowded, like really full of people. Yeah, this is something I really can't stand, especially now, right? Before I was flexible, but
I
now,
can. Oh,
go ahead.
I can't stand. How can I say aglomeração?
Oh, crowded places
Yes, that's it.
Me
or
too, me too.
clustered.
Nossa.
Yeah, it's really bad, isn't it? It's really bad. I can't stand it. Yeah, especially now, right? I really can't stand places that are too crowded and we can't breathe. A lot of people together. No way. No way. So, guys, that's the idea, right? So now we're done with page 143. This is only for reflection. The last question here. Who do you ask for advice before you make an important decision? Okay. So who do you go to when you need to make an important decision? I go to person number one, Jesus Christ. Really, when I have to make an important decision, I pray. He's the only way. What about you guys? Who do you go to?
Jesus and my mom.
Very good. Excellent. Great. Anybody else, people? No? Okay. So let's move on to the next page. Yay! So finally, our unit 12.4, the video lesson from the unit. And here we see the boys again. What are they up to? Look at the pictures. What do you think they're doing?
Celebrating.
Yeah, they seem to be, right? Except that they're drinking coffee. But that's okay. Yeah. So do you remember their names?
No.
Max, Andy,
Kevin and Davy.
Kevin. Andy and Kevin. All right. So Max,
Andy
Andy, and
or
Kevin.
Davy.
Andy. Yes, this is Andy. Here they say Dave, but it's Andy. It's not Dave. It's Andy. We saw him so many times before. They say they are calling him Dave. No way. No way. He's Andy. He isn't Dave. Okay, guys. So let's see the reason why Dave is here. Okay, because he isn't Dave. So watch the video and take some notes. What news does each person have? So let's see. Let's take a look. I don't know if the connection today will allow us to see the video. Look,
That was weird. So, what happened with Professor Armstrong?
Just as I was telling Professor Armstrong that I didn't get along with Dave, guess who walked in and interrupted the meeting?
No. Dave, really?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow. So, what happened?
I changed groups.
Wow. You must feel relieved.
Hey guys,
Hi, Kevin.
What's up?
I bought us some drinks.
Thanks.
Okay, raise your cups. I just found out that I got one of the grant awards for science.
Hey, that's awesome. You got the grant. Good for you.
That's some great news, Kevin. I'm really happy for you.
Well, Max, you should hear about the art grant today. Check your email.
Oh, that would be amazing. Check it now.
No, I didn't get anything.
Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad, Max.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't expect it.
Don't worry about it, Max.
Oh. Looks like Dave got the art grant.
No way. You're kidding.
You must be joking.
all right, people. Were you able to watch the video? Yes. Was it okay? Was the audio okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So by the way here, guys, the guys' names, just checking again, we have Max, Andy, and Kevin, all right? And here they're talking about some award the students receive, right? And they have news. So let's see the news they have. So we, first of all, let me close this and open again, no problem. They want us to know what news each person has, right? So Max, for example, what does he have as news to share with the group? Then Kevin, what are his news? And what happened to Dave? Because probably Andy doesn't have anything new to say. He just reacts to the news, right? But what happened to Dave, right? So let's take a look, listen, and watch again one more time, okay? So let's go. Let's see if our connection will allow us to watch again. It's so bad when we don't have good connection, and today it's very slow. Thank God Google Meet is not so heavy.
That was weird. So, what happened with Professor Armstrong?
Just as I was telling Professor Armstrong that I didn't get along with Dave, guess who walked in and interrupted the meeting?
No. Dave, really?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow. So, what happened?
I changed groups.
Wow. You must feel relieved.
Hey guys,
Hi, Kevin.
What's up?
I bought us some drinks.
Thanks.
Okay, raise your cups. I just found out that I got one of the grant awards for science.
Hey, that's awesome. You got the grant. Good for you.
That's some great news, Kevin. I'm really happy for you.
Well, Max, you should hear about the art grant today. Check your email.
Oh, that would be amazing. Check it now.
No, I didn't get anything.
Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad, Max.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't expect it.
Don't worry about it, Max.
Oh. Looks like Dave got the art grant.
No way. You're kidding.
Must be joking.
All right, people. So let's see. What are Max's news? Do you remember?
He was talking to the professor that he wouldn't want to participate with Dave in the group.
Sorry, can you say again, please?
He was talking to the teacher that he didn't want to participate in the group with Dave.
Yes, and then he was interrupted by Dave, right?
Yes.
So changed groups. Okay, all right, very good. And then eventually he didn't get any award. He didn't get anything. What about Kevin? What were his news?
He's got one of the grand. For meu Deus.
Yes,
Eu não
you're right.
cheguei.
Science. Yeah,
Science.
he received a science grant, and it was really good. He was awarded, right? And what about Dave? His adversary. What happened to Dave? Dave got the art grant. Yes. So let's see the answers, guys. So poor Max. Oh, he must be devastated. You see how slow it is, people. Well, at least it's working, but poorly. It's not good. So let's see, guys. I hope it opens. It doesn't. Oh, man. You see, connection is a big issue, especially when the weather is like this. I think it's blowing outside. Oh, it doesn't want to open. That's so bad. Let's try to open it. Yeah, it doesn't want to go, but then it's okay. We know already, okay? Max's news, he changed groups. He was talking to the professor when Dave interrupted, and he didn't get any award. Kevin's news, he was awarded a science grant. So he got a nice award. And Dave, he got the arts grant. Okay. So real world English, reacting to news. That's the focus, people. So how do we react to news? In many different ways. It all depends on the kind of news that we get and also the relationship we have with the person we are talking to. So let's take a look here. How you react to news depends on if the news is good or bad or the situation. So many factors. let's zoom in. With friends, your language can be more informal than in a meeting with your employer. Of course, part of reacting to news is letting the other person know you want to hear more. You can use short phrases like, really? Or simply, oh, really? Okay. The intonation depends on how relevant or how surprising the news is. So, to show this, really is used in most situations. The tone you use can express excitement, surprise, or sympathy. In formal situations, the tone is often neutral, and the expressions people use are usually less idiomatic. Okay? So, of course, guys, when we are in a formal setting, we are never going to be emotional, right? I mean, not never, but we're going to be less emotional. Let's put it this way. We are going to be more reserved and not so emphatic with our emotions. Okay. So let's see here if we can hear the audio so we can get the differences in tone. Okay, see if you can listen, guys. Oops. Oops.
Really? Is that correct? Really? I'm so sorry. Really? That's great. Really? I didn't expect that to happen.
Listen one more time.
Really? Is that correct? Really? I'm so sorry. Really? That's great. Really? I didn't expect that to happen.
Yes. Did you notice the difference? Yes,
Yes.
of course. All right, people. So the tone, the intonation changes depending on the feeling and what we want to convey at the moment, right? So here in number 3, we should look at some expressions from the video. Match each expression with a way you can react to news. Then complete the table, of course, right? So here we have some expressions, okay? Like, that's awesome. You got the grant. You must feel relieved. So what happened? I'm really happy for you. And let's see how we can use these expressions, okay? And here we have the reactions. So the first one here, repeat the key information. The next one, ask for more information. Show you understand. Use that's plus an adjective. And the last one, say how you feel. So this one here is super simple. It's easy when we use that's plus an adjective. Okay. So here we can complete. Which one matches this description? Use that's plus an adjective.
That's
Like,
awesome.
yeah, great. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now let's go to the last one. Say how you feel.
I'm really happy for you.
Okie dokie. Uh-huh. All right. So you see, guys, these expressions, they usually follow the first word we say, which is usually really. We say, oh, really? That's awesome. Okay. Now, show you understand.
Um,
You got the grade?
you must feel relieved.
You must feel relieved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, could be. Let's say, ask for more information.
So what happened?
Ah, okay. And repeat the key information.
You got the grant.
Yes, when the person gives you the news, listen, I got the grant for science. You got the grant? Usually that happens, right? Somebody will simply echo what you just said. It's a way to show that you are happy, surprised, okay? You repeat the key information, right? So let's check it out. Let's see if now we can check. Yes, everything correct, okay? So here, this one here, show you understand when we say, oh, you must feel relieved. It's a way to show sympathy as well, right? When something bad happens and you're going through a difficult situation, okay? So, and then the situation is over, you can say that, oh, I'm glad it's over now, and oh, you must be relieved, okay? All right, people, do you understand the meaning of all these expressions, really? Is everything clear for you?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Yes, okay. Let's refresh the page. Oh, look at this. Oh, what a pity. Let me try to go again. Oh, it seems to be moving slowly, but steadfast. Let's go. Oh, okay. Let's see what we can do. Yes, this is a connection problem. Okay, guys, that's why we are not able to open the site again. Yes, that's okay, no problem. Let's go back here to our Google Classroom page. This topic actually is very simple, okay? In this lesson, what will happen in the following page is that they will extend, give more examples, you have the book, of how to react to the news in a formal way and informal way, okay? And some expressions that you can use, okay? So let me share here. Let's take a look here. Let me try to, I don't know if this will play. I will try to play this video that I separated to talk about this, how to react to bad news, especially. This is interesting, and I'll try to show you this. Let's see if that works, Okay. So let me take you there. Just a moment, okay? I will try to open that video. Oh no. Yeah, probably will not be able to watch that video because of the connection. So that will not work. Let's say if we're lucky. Okay, let me share the. Can you see the page from the video? So here, this video will give us some examples on how to react. This is from BBC Learning English, right? So let's see some expressions we can use, okay, guys, to react to bad news.
Hello and welcome to How To, the programme from BBC Learning English that gives you the language tools to do a good job, whatever the situation. My name's William Kramer. It's often said that a good friend is someone who is there for the good times and for the bad times. But if your friend has some very bad news, what's the best way for you to react? Let's imagine that his or her marriage breaks down, or maybe a relative dies. What would you say? Well, this is a very difficult question, and of course the difficulty isn't just connected with language. Even if you're fluent in English, it's often very difficult to know what to say and how to react. In this programme, I'll be talking to a colleague from BBC Learning English about how she reacted to her friend's bad news. So I'm joined in the studio now by my colleague Nuala O'Sullivan. And Nuala, you once had to help a friend through a difficult time, didn't you?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, one Sunday morning, my friend came round to visit me. We were just having a cup of coffee, and then she said, "My husband's left me." So it was really shocking. I mean, I think I just must have said, "Oh my God," or "That's awful," or something like that. Rather than remembering what I said, I do remember going across the room to where she was and just giving her a huge hug. And I think that's the thing that most people would do in that situation.
Nuala said that she was just having coffee with her friend when her friend told her that her husband had left her. How did Nuala react?
I mean, I think I just must have said, "Oh my God," or "That's awful," or something like that. "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
"Oh my God, that's awful."
That's terrible.
We don't say "that's a pity" or "that's too bad" when someone has really bad news. That's awful. That's terrible. These are good ways to react. But words aren't everything.
Rather than remembering what I said, I do remember going across the room to where she was and just giving her a huge hug. And I think that's...
Nuala gave her friend a huge hug. She embraced her. You might want to show your friend that you can imagine the way he or she must be feeling.
You must be feeling terrible.
You must be feeling absolutely awful.
Very often we hear about someone's bad news from someone else. In this situation, it's perhaps better to go to your friend and offer help, than wait for your friend to come to you. But how can you raise such a difficult subject?
I heard about your news.
I heard about your terrible news.
I'm so sorry to hear about your news.
I'm so sorry to hear about your awful news.
Martin told me about what happened.
So, Nuala, how did you help your friend in the weeks after her husband left?
The main thing was that I think in that situation is actually just being able to listen. I think when people are going through a hard time, that's one of the key things that we all do is we're just there to listen, and we say to them, anytime you want to talk, just come round or just give me a phone call, because I think when people are sad, that's one thing that actually really does help, is being able to talk about it.
Anytime you want to talk, just come round.
Anytime you need to talk, just call me.
If you ever want to talk about it, just say the word.
If you ever need to talk to someone, you know where I am.
Is that how you saw your role then in the weeks that followed that announcement, that you were sort of there to listen, or did you offer more practical help in some way?
There's definitely a practical element, so you say things like, well, if there's anything I can do, just let me know, and you really do mean anything, and it could be something simple like going for shopping, or it could be babysitting, or or listening, or or any of those things.
If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
Okay, Nuala, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
That. You're a great friend. And if you would like to find out more about today's words and phrases, and also take a quiz on the topic of reacting to bad news and supporting your friends, then do check out the how-to webpage on bbclearningenglish.com. Goodbye.
bbclearningenglish.com.
How nice, isn't it? So they go step by step, all the things that we could say, right? When we hear bad news. So what's to think of it? Were you able to watch all the video? Was the sound okay? Yes. Okay, so let me try to, yes, would like to say anything. Let me see if I can reload the page of our book. So we can go back to our final part of the lesson. Anyway, if we can't, it's okay. If it doesn't, that's all right. No problem. We can discard it. That's okay. Let's just try to go back here. So today, guys, what is our focus today? Unit 12, the final part of 12.3, which is the ing form after certain verbs and reacting to news. Okay, different tones of saying really, right? How we can do that when we are in a formal situation, when we are in an informal situation, how we can show sympathy to someone in the case of bad news, and how we can show happiness and surprise when it's something positive, right? So to help us practice those things, I posted here some extra material. The first files they have something to do with verbs followed by gerund. The list I've already shown you. Here we have a detail about the verbs remember and forget, because they can take both forms, just like some other verbs too. They can take both a gerund or an infinitive, depending on the meaning I want to give, right? So here I just give an example of remember and forget. Here's the video. Here's another video. Sorry about it. Here's another video describing your feelings. All right. It's really nice because this has to do with our lesson, okay, for Wednesday. So we will see those files there. And here there is a worksheet on gerund or infinitive. Actually, this is an exercise for us to practice. The topic we finished from unit 12.3, okay? So let me see if I can open. Yes, I was able to. That's great. Here, let me share this with you guys. Can you see this on the screen? This is our platform. I separated this so we could practice unit 12.3 on the platform, okay? So here we have to correct the errors in the paragraph. So there are some mistakes here. So let's see where they are and what's wrong with them, okay? Let's see here. First of all, we can take a look. Let me try to make it bigger so you can see, okay? Can you see that? Yeah. So let's see. Take a look.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Did you have a chance to read everything? So let's see the mistakes, the errors that we have there. The first one, do you want? What is wrong here? Is this correct? Of course not. So do you want to increase? Okay. Do you want to increase your brain power? Okay, awesome. Now, it's possible.
To improve.
To improve.
Okay, we need to add something here. Okay, it's possible to improve. Remember, guys, when I use an adjective and after the adjective, I want to use a verb, I should use an infinitive. Okay. So let's say next. So if you keep.
Using.
All right. So if you keep using it, it will get stronger. Last year, I decided.
To see.
Great. If this was true, the first step is to start.
Using.
Start using different techniques. Okay, guys. We can also use the infinitive after start. Okay, guys. But most of the times we use a gerund. Okay, but it's not wrong to use infinitive. There are situations where we can use infinitive. Okay. For example, if you need
to memorize.
To memorize.
Okay, good. Words for an exam. Create a song. Do you hate
Forget.
Forgetting.
forgetting? Double T and ing. I'm inserting a suffix there. And here I have a vowel sandwich. So I must double the consonant, right? Think of something you plan
To do.
to do. Okay. For example, I promise
To give.
To give.
okay, flowers to fan. Okay. Imagine
Seeing.
seeing. After imagine as a verb, right? We have to use ing. Imagine seeing the items in your house. If it gets difficult, keep
Going.
going. Keep going. Remember, you never stop
Learning.
learning. You never stop learning. All right, let's check the answers. Yes, everything done. Okay. Do you want to increase? Oh, I misspelled the word here. Let me see. Let me just, oh no. I clicked on try again. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Let me fix this. Increase. Sorry, my mistake. I misspelled the word increase. I put an extra letter S there. That's why it was wrong. Do you want to increase? So keep using, okay? I decided here to see, start using, need to memorize. You see, I don't even need to read the text. I just see the word that comes before. Hate forgetting, plan to do, promise to give. I just go like this. Imagine seeing, keep going, stop to learn. Never stop to learn or stop learning. Stop learning. Okay, we can also use stop to learn, but it's a different meaning. Here it's stop learning. Okay. Now let's see if everything's okay. Yes, now it's okay. All right, people, let me close. And then if you want, you can print screen. All right. So this was one of the big points of our lesson today before we actually started unit 12.4, okay, which was the video. So here, let me try to move on here to 12.4, which is about reacting. Okay, guys, the reactions, just to wrap it up before we go. Here, they want us to watch the video and check the ways of reacting to news that we hear. We have here some expressions, right? So I will just show you the first part, and then you can do this at home. Okay, guys? So let's just try to.
That was weird. So, what happened with Professor Armstrong?
Just as I was telling Professor Armstrong that I didn't get along with Dave, guess who walked in and interrupted the meeting?
No. Dave, really?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow. So, what happened?
I changed groups.
Wow. You must feel relieved.
Hey guys,
Hi, Kevin.
What's up?
I bought us some drinks.
Thanks.
Okay, raise your cups. I just found out that I got one of the grant awards for science.
Hey, that's awesome. You got the grant. Good for you.
That's some great news, Kevin. I'm really happy for you.
Well, Max, you should hear about the art grant today. Check your email.
Oh, that would be amazing. Check it now.
No, I didn't get anything.
Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad, Max.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't expect it.
Don't worry about it, Max.
Oh, looks like Dave got the art grant.
No way. You're kidding.
You must be joking.
Oh. Okay, so what were the ways of reacting that you could hear, guys? Wow, you must feel relieved. What else?
Really? Oh, that's too bad, Max.
Yeah, okay. No way.
No way, you're kidding?
Yes. What else?
Oh, so what happened?
Okay, any other? I think the first one.
You must be joking.
He was joking. Let's check, guys.
No.
Oh, a lot of expressions missing. Let's see there. They said, hey, that's awesome. That's great news, Gavin. Or good for you. I'm really happy for you. Those were missing. Okay, but that's all right. No problem. And also, this one here, I think it was misplaced. Okay, we didn't have to. All right, people. So keep in mind, what did we learn today? Because this is wrapping up time. So let's go back to our page on Google Classroom. Okay, guys. Sorry about my dog today. There's a lot of movement in the house. I'm sorry. So before we go our separate ways, I'd like to share our homework. So people, you can do online practice unit 12.4, okay? But keep in mind that today we did a small part of unit 12.3, okay? Which was the ing form after certain verbs, all right? So to help you on that, make sure you check the files we posted and also try to do the worksheets that are posted here. All right, people. And always remember the homework is due October 11th. Okay. All right. Okay, people. Back to our main page here. Let's take a picture just to confirm our attendance. Just a second. All right. Okay. I think picture was taken. Everything is all right. Oh my goodness. So many things. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Where is Mateus?
I don't know.
He left. Oh, but that's okay. No problem. I think he had to go. People, thank you so much.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, Amanda.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Jose Guilherme.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Joyce. See you on Wednesday, okay? See you on Wednesday. Sorry. Have a nice day tomorrow. Bye-bye. Nighty-night. See you.